Good evening and welcome to Cullen Field for game number 16 of the 2025 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifying Tournament. Our live stream this evening is going to be the Windsor Stars taking on the Tecumseh Thunder in an all Can-Am League matchup here in round 2. Miles Miller leading things off for the Tecumseh Thunder as he flies out to center field for the first out of the game. We'll get to the lineups after this half inning, but the starting battery for the Windsor Stars doing the catching this evening is number 25, Mitch Hudvanger. And the starting pitcher is right-hander number 26, Jack Zimmerman. That pitch finds the inside corner for a called strike. Umpires for this evening's game doing the bases is Mr. Matt Tyler. And behind the plate is Mr. Kevin Johnston. That pitch misses down for a ball. Count now 2 balls and 1 strike as we are just underway here from Ronald Cullen Stadium. That pitch missing up and into Thunder second baseman Caden Gomes. That pitch missing up for a ball. Caden Gomes going to make his way down to first base with the 1-out walk.
Batting third, the shortstop number 16, Dan Workington.
So runner on first base here for the Thunder with 1 out. That's going to bring up the Tecumseh shortstop, number 16, Dan Workington, as he takes a pitch up and in for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes here. Again, if you're joining in on the feed, thank you so much for taking some time out of your Friday to spend with us here at the Men's AAA National Qualifying Tournament. As that ball lands foul down the right field line. Good effort there by right fielder Noah Renault. So the rest of the Tecumseh lineup batting fourth, the first baseman, number 27, Cam Goddard. The fifth batter, the right fielder, Ross Barker. Batting sixth is the third baseman, Roberto Duncan. Batting seventh, the catcher this game, Eric Cunningham. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Noah Ruddle. And batting ninth is the designated hitter, number 2, Owen Finley. Starting pitcher Jack Zimmerman takes a peek over at Caden Gomes at first. That slider misses down to Workington for a ball. Count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Zimmerman with a couple of shakes. He has the pitch that he wants now. Here's the pitch to Workington. That slider popped up in the air. That's going to be back and out of play just behind us here. That goes off the roof of the clubhouse. 2 balls and 2 strikes now the count. Caden Gomes with the lead from first. 2-2 pitch from Zimmerman, a fastball that misses up in the zone for ball 3. Count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes on the shortstop, Workington. There goes Gomes to second. That pitch fouled back here to the backstop. So we'll reset and do it all over again here. So count remains full here. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
All right, guys, we know he's going. No secret now. You know he's going.
Count full again. Here's the pitch from Zimmerman. In on the hands That one going to get flared out to left field, and it will drop as it scoots by the left fielder. Little miscue there. Gets each base runner an extra base. So the single there for Dan Workington as he gets to second base on the error to the left fielder.
Cam Goddard.
So runners on second and third here with one out. That's going to bring up the first baseman, number 27, Cam Goddard. First pitch from Zimmerman. Fastball that's fouled back and out of play for strike one.
Let's go, Dad! Let's go! Not enough time, let's go!
0-1 pitch coming from Zimmerman. That ball hit on the ground to second base. Good play there as Lucas DeLuca going to look the runner back at third base, throws on to first, and retires Goddard for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs now. That's going to bring up the right fielder for this game for Tecumseh, Ross Barker. Mitch Hudvanger going to go out and have a quick chat here with Jack Zimmerman. He'll make his way back to the plate now. So Barker steps in here. Here's the first pitch from Zimmerman. Pitch misses down for a ball. No score here, just underway from Ronald Cullen Stadium here in Windsor for game number 16 of the Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifying Tournament. That pitch finds the zone for a strike. So count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball chopped on the ground to third base. Alec Boucher over. Strong throw across the diamond. And they're able to get Barker by a couple of steps. And Zimmerman skates out of a bit of a jam there in the first as they score no runs there in the top half of the first inning.
In their first inning, no runs, there was 1 hit, there were no errors, and they left 2 men on base.
So Tecumseh's top half of the first inning, no runs, 1 hit, no Windsor errors, and there were 2 runners left on base. The score after 1/2 inning of play is the Tecumseh Thunder no score, and the Windsor Stars coming to bat in the bottom of the first inning. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back for day 1 action from the 2025 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifying Tournament. Action brought to you by CABC Baseball. We'll be right back.
The right fielder number 10, Noah Reynolds.
All right, welcome back to Cullen Stadium for the bottom half of the first inning. Game number 16 between the Windsor Stars and the Tecumseh Thunder. Taylor Pappen delivers his first pitch of the game as that finds the zone for strike one to right fielder Noah Renault. Carter Ray, the left fielder, due up second with the catcher Mitch Hudvanger due up third. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one misses just down for a ball. Count now one ball and one strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Pappen. Good take there from Renault as that one skips back to the backstop for ball two. So the count now is 2 balls and 1 strike. That pitch finds the zone as well for strike two. Here, come on. So count even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pappen with a couple of shakes. He has the sign that he wants now. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Renault. Curveball hit on the ground to second base. Caden Gomes going to sit back on that one, throws on to first. And Noah Renault is retired for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, left fielder number 16, Carter Ray.
So 1 out, that's going to bring up the Windsor Stars left fielder number 16, Carter Ray. First pitch incoming from Pappen. A fastball that misses down for ball 1. Both these teams in action earlier today as the Windsor Stars squeaked by the Oakville A's by a score of 1-0 here at Cullen Stadium. Meanwhile, over at Lacasse Park, as that pitch misses down for ball 2. It was the Tecumseh Thunder defeating the Ilderton Riverhawks by a score of 10-0 in a 5-inning game over there. So both teams sitting at 1-0 currently here in the tournament. So that pitch misses up and in for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to count here to the left fielder Carter Ray. 3-0 pitch incoming. That one going to miss down. Ray going to make his way to first. And the Stars have their first base runner of the inning.
Batting third, the catcher number 25, Mitch Hudvanger.
So run out and a runner on first base. Up comes the Windsor Stars catcher, Mitch Hudvanger. As Carter Ray takes his lead from first. Pappen has his sign, comes set at the belt. First pitch to Hudvanger misses outside for ball 1. Just underway here from Cullen Stadium. No score here in the bottom of the first inning. That pitch popped up on the infield. And a sail out towards left field. A little bit of a base running error there by the Stars, though, as base runner lost track of how many outs there were. So throw into first. They're going to step on the bag. The unconventional 7-3 double play is going to bring things to an end here in the first inning for the Stars. So for the Stars in their half of the first inning, there were no runs on no hits. There were no Tecumseh errors. And there was no runners left on base. The score after 1 inning of play here from Cullen Stadium. It is scoreless between the Tecumseh Thunder and Windsor Stars. We're just going to take a short break, and we will be right back for the second inning of this game on day number 1 of the 2025 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifying Tournament with action brought to you by CABC Baseball. We'll be right back. While we have a break in the action here, we will go through and update the other games that are going on here at this time, 7 p.m. time slot right now. Just starting off in the top of the first inning over at Lacasse Park, it is the Etobicoke Rangers currently leading the Kendall Eagles by a score of 2-0.
Then out to second inning for the Thunder. Batting six.
Out at
Third
Woodsley
baseman.
Park, it is the Newmarket Hawks that currently lead the Leaside Leafs by a score of 5-3 in that game, and they play in the bottom of the fourth right now. Meanwhile, just across the way from us over at Soulier Field, it is the Milton Red Sox and Sarnia Brigade playing over there, and that game currently tied 4-4 right now as they play in the top of the fifth inning. So we'll keep the updates coming here as we have them come across to us throughout the evening. If you are looking to follow those games, unfortunately, I only have one stream, but you can follow all of those games on Game Changer throughout the course of the evening. Third baseman Roberto Duncan leads things off here for the Tecumseh Thunder in the top half of the second inning. As he fouls that ball out of place. The count now currently sitting at 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch from Jack Zimmerman. This is outside for ball one. That slider misses in the dirt for ball number 2. So that pitch misses down to Duncan, running the count now full 3-2. Here's the pitch from Zimmerman. That ball hit on the ground to third. Tough hop there for the third baseman, Alec Boucher, as he's able to knock it down, but that ball's going to squirt into short left field. And Roberto Duncan is aboard here with nobody out in the top of the second inning.
Batting seventh, the catcher, number 3, Eric Cunningham.
So tough play there for Boucher, but that is going to get scored a hit. That pitch going to catch Cunningham in the elbow, so he will make his way to first. So just like that, the Thunder have 2 runners aboard here, first and second.
Batting eighth, left fielder number 32.
With nobody out.
Noah Russell.
So that's going to bring up the left fielder for this game, Noah Ruddle. Noah caught in the game this morning. Him and Eric Cunningham have flipped positions for this game. Cunningham behind the dish now. So quick chat there between Zimmerman and Mitch Hunbanger. Seems like we're back on the same page now. Zimmerman going to inside move there, look to second base, but nothing happening. Here's the first pitch to Ruddle. That one misses down for ball 1. One ball and no strikes to count here to Ruddle. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Evens the count now at 1-1. No score here between the Windsor Stars and Tecumseh Thunder as we play in the top of the second inning from Ronald Cullen Stadium. That ball in on the hands, hit towards third base. That's going to go off the end of the glove of Alec Boucher and into short left field. Roberto Duncan going to make his way around. And the Tecumseh Thunder strike first in this one. As an error there to the third baseman, Alec Boucher brings the first run of the game across the plate.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Owen Finley.
So that's going to bring up the designated hitter for this game, Owen Finley. Ruddle takes his lead from first. Finley pops that one over the backstop foul. Count even now at 1-1. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch from Zimmerman. Hit back up the middle. Second baseman DeLuca flips to short on to first. That is a smooth 4-6-3 double play there for the Windsor Stars, but another run across the plate for the Tecumseh Thunder. They now lead this game 2-0. So the Stars gladly trading a pair of outs there for the run. We're back to the top of the order now with center fielder Miles Miller going to dig in. He's 0 for 1 flying out to center field. Takes a first pitch strike and then fouls that one back over the backstop for strike 2. So the count now, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Zimmerman. In on the hands, but poked up the middle into center field. Miles Miller going to make his way to first base with the 2-out single.
Caden Gomes.
So the inning rolls on here for the Thunder as second baseman Caden Gomes going to dig in. He swings at the first pitch, pops that one up to first base. Josh Hudbanger going to make the catch. And that is all for the Thunder here in the top half of the second inning. So for the top half of the second inning for Tecumseh, they scored 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 Windsor Stars error. There was 1 runner left on base. The score after 1.5 innings of play here at Ronald Cullen Stadium. It is the Tecumseh Thunder 2 and the Windsor Stars no score. We'll take a short break and be right back for continuing day 1 action of the 2025 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifying Tournament, brought to you by CABC Baseball. We'll be right back. All right, we're back for action here in the bottom of the second inning. Designated hitter Colin Robinson leading things off here for the Stars. He will be followed by the third baseman Alec Boucher. And batting third this inning will be the first baseman Josh Hudvanger. As Robinson pops that one up to short left field. Shortstop Dan Workington going to make his way out, make the catch. There's one out here in the bottom half of the second inning.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 13, Alex Boucher.
So one out here, the third baseman Alec Boucher going to dig in for his first at bat of the evening. Taylor Papin gets his sign from catcher Eric Cunningham. First pitch, fastball in the outside corner, called strike one. That pitch misses for a ball, so count now even, 1 ball and 1 strike. That pitch missing as well, so count now 2-1 here for the third baseman, Alec Boucher. Here's the pitch from Papin. Fastball in on the hands. That one poked just foul outside of the first base line. You think back all the way to the Gold Bat tournament, Alec Boucher had a pretty good weekend that weekend as he came out of that tournament as the tournament top hitter. He's trying to get things going here for the Stars in the home half of the second inning. 2-2 pitch from Taylor Papin. Curveball that's going to get slapped out of play. So the count remains 2-2. Again, we'll fire off some more updates after this half inning. The other games happening. That curveball swung on and missed for strike 3. So that is out number 2 as first baseman Josh Hudvanger going to make his way to the plate.
4, Josh Hudvanger.
So the other games happening during this time slot right now at Lacasse Park, it is the Etobicoke Rangers and Kendall Eagles. That pitch swung on and missed by Hudvanger for strike 1. Out at Woodsley Park, it is an all-GTBL matchup with the Newmarket Hawks taking on the Leaside Leafs. And just across the way from us at Soulier Field, it is the Sarnia Brigade taking on the Milton Red Sox. So we'll get some updates for you here in between this half inning. As we continue action here on day number 1. Count now 1-1 here on the first baseman, Josh Hudvanger. Another good pitch there from Papin, swung on and missed for strike 2. So count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Early 2-0 lead here for the Tecumseh Thunder. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That pitch missing up and away for ball 2. Two pitch incoming here from Taylor Papin. That ball popped up behind the plate. It is going to stay in play. Papin giving it a look, but not able to get there in time. Papin having a little bit of a laugh there with catcher Eric Cunningham, as I don't think Cunningham saw it off the bat. So he didn't make an attempt for that one, but either way, the at-bat still alive here for Josh Hudvanger. So we'll do it all over again here. 2-2 pitch coming. Changeup swung on and missed by Hudvanger. And he is down on strikes for the third out of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base for the Stars. After 2 complete innings of play from Ronald Cullen Stadium,
In our second inning,
the score remains
no runs,
Tecumseh
no
Thunder
hits, no
2
errors,
and the Windsor
and no
Stars
one
no
left on
score.
base.
So we will take the time here to look through a few updates from those other games that we were just chatting about. After 1/2 inning of play over at Lacasse Park, it is the Etobicoke Rangers currently leading the Kendall Eagles by a score of 6-0. Out at Woodsley Park, the Leaside Leafs have battled back. They now tied that game with the Newmarket Hawks by a score of 5-5. And just across the way from us at Soulier Field, that game is now in the bottom of the 6th inning, and it remains tied 4-4 between the Milton Red Sox and Sarnia Brigade. So again, for those 3 games, if you are looking to follow those games, no, I do not have a stream over there, but they are all available on Game Changer, where you can follow the game stream that's happening over there with those games. So we're back to action here in the top half of the 3rd inning, as shortstop Dan Workington going to lead things off for the Tecumseh Thunder. He takes a pitch from Jack Zimmerman for strike 1. A 1 pitch, belted to shortstop. Josh Anderson up with that ball across the diamond, able to retire Workington in time for the first out of the inning.
The batter number 27, Cam Goddard.
So with 1 out, Cam Goddard going to come up. He cues that one off the end of the bat. Third baseman Alec Boucher across the diamond to Hudvanger. And Cam Goddard is retired for the second out of the inning.
Batter number 13, Ross Barker.
So 2 quick outs here for Jack Zimmerman in the top half of the 3rd inning. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Ross Barker. First pitch from Zimmerman. Hit on the ground towards shortstop. Sliding play there from Josh Anderson across the diamond in time to retire Barker. And just like that, a 5-pitch inning has the Tecumseh Thunder down in order here in the top half of the 3rd inning. So clean top of the 3rd inning there for the Windsor Stars as the Tecumseh Thunder. No runs, no hits, no Windsor Stars errors, and there were no runners left on base. We now head to the bottom of the 3rd inning at Ronald Cullen Stadium. The score remains the Tecumseh Thunder 2 and the Windsor Stars no score. We'll take a short break as we continue to bring you action from day 1 of the 2025 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifying Tournament, brought to you by CABC Baseball. We'll be right back after a short pause. All right, welcome back to Ronald Cullen Stadium. We are into the bottom of the third inning with shortstop Josh Anderson leading things off for the Stars. He'll be followed by the second baseman Luca DeLuca. And due up third this inning is the center fielder Jacob Persa, as Anderson takes a big hack at that pitch but comes up empty for strike one. And continuing action here on day one of the Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifying Tournament. Anderson not happy about that one, but slider called that catches the outside corner for strike two. So 0-2 the count now on Josh Anderson. Another fastball swung on and missed by Anderson, and he's down on strikes for the first out at the top of the third inning.
Batting 8, the second baseman, number 19, Lucas DeLuca.
So that's going to bring up the second baseman for the Stars this evening, Lucas DeLuca. First pitch from Taylor Papin. Fastball that misses inside for ball one. And if you're joining us on our live stream, thank you for taking some time out of your Friday to drop in and watch some Ontario Men's AAA baseball action. That pitch taken down for ball two. The count now 2-0 here on DeLuca. That pitch going to find the outside corner for a called strike one. Two balls, one strike to count. Here's the pitch from Papin. Curveball fouled off at the plate. Count now evened up at 2-2. So 2-2 the count here. Papin with his sign. Here comes the pitch. Good hold there from DeLuca as he lets that curveball go in the dirt. Fills the count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the full count pitch from Papin. That one misses down and in. DeLuca going to make his way to first. And 1 out walk.
Batting 9, the center fielder, number 7, Jacob Persa.
So second base runner of the evening for the Stars. As the center fielder, Jacob Persa going to dig in now. First pitch from Papin. Fastball that misses the outside corner for ball one. DeLuca, the runner at first, he takes his lead. Here's the pitch from Papin. Hit on the ground towards second base. One hop, Caden Gomes to the play. Workington on to first. Good pickup there by Cam Goddard. That is a pretty looking 4-6-3 double play to end the bottom half of the third inning.
The original Stars in their third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no hit left on base.
So for the Stars in the home half of the third inning, no runs on no hits. There were no Tecumseh Thunder errors and no runners left on base. We're through 3 innings of play here at Ronald Cullen Stadium in Windsor. The score remains the Tecumseh Thunder 2, And the Windsor Stars, no score. We'll take a short break here as the teams get ready for the top of the fourth inning. Again, continuing day one action from the 2025 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifying Tournament, brought to you by the CABC. We'll be right back after a short break. So we're back for action here in the top half of the fourth inning. Tecumseh currently leads this game over the Windsor Stars by a score of 2-0 as the first pitch to third baseman Roberto Duncan misses in for ball one. Right-hander Jack Zimmerman on the hill for the Stars as that pitch fouled back here to the backstop for strike one. Evens the count now, 1-1. 1-1 slider misses down from Zimmerman for ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Just leading off the top of the fourth inning here. Eric Cunningham stands on deck. He'll bat second this inning as that ball popped up on the infield. Shortstop Josh Anderson going to camp under that. He'll make the catch. And Duncan is the first out here in the top of the fourth inning.
The batter is number 3, Eric Cunningham.
So Eric Cunningham to the plate now. First at bat, he was hit by a pitch. One of 2 runners to score this game as he squares the bunt and fouls that one back to the backstop for strike one. Left fielder Noah Ruddle waits on deck. One out here in the top of the fourth inning. A 1 pitch from Zimmerman, slider that misses down for ball one. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. That pitch misses just in for ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike now, the count. Two 1 pitch from Zimmerman. That ball hit hard to left center field over the head of the leaping Josh Anderson. That one going to hit by the left fielder. Strong throw in from left field. Here's the play at second. DeLuca unable to hold on to that throw, though, and Cunningham slides in safely with a 1-out double.
The batter is number 32, Noah Russell.
So 1 out here for the Thunder. Cunningham stands on second base after the double. That's going to bring up the left fielder, Noah Ruddle. Ruddle 0 for 1. He reached on an error to the third baseman, Alec Boucher, back in the second inning. First pitch popped up over by the Tecumseh dugout, but I was going to hit the top of the dugout and go out of play. So the count here 0-1. Again, for the folks that have been joining us throughout the day, thank you for taking some time to hop on the feed. Hope you're enjoying all the action here from day one of the tournament. Again, we'll have some updates after this half inning for the other games that are going on. That ball in on the hands, hit on the ground towards shortstop. Josh Anderson up with the ball across the diamond and in time to retire Ruddle for the second out of the inning.
The batter number 2, Owen Finley.
So that's going to bring up the designated hitter for the Tecumseh Club, number 2, Owen Finley. Takes a fastball outside from Zimmerman for ball 1. Finley 0 for 1 today, grounded out to shortstop. Nice diving play there by Josh Anderson in his first at bat. 1-0 pitch. That fastball going to miss down for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That fastball also going to miss the outside corner for ball 3. So 3-0 the count here on Finley as leadoff hitter Miles Miller waits on deck. That pitch spits the plate for strike 1. Finley still in control here, though, with a 3-1 count. Here's the pitch from Zimmerman. Fastball hit on the ground, knocked down by Zimmerman. He's able to get control of it, get it over to first. And Finley is retired for the 3rd out of the top of the 4th inning. So for the Thunder in the top half of the 4th, no runs, 1 hit, no Windsor Stars errors, 1 runner left on base. Score after 3.5 innings of play at Cullen Stadium. It remains the Tecumseh Thunder 2 and the Windsor Stars no score. We will have a quick peek through the other 3 games that are happening right now in this 7 o'clock time slot. They're in the bottom of the 2nd inning over at Lacasse Park. It is the Etobicoke Rangers continuing to lead that game over the Kendall Eagles by a score of 6-0. Out at Reg Chevalier Field at Woodsley Park, the game between the Newmarket Hawks and the Leaside Leafs remains tied 5-5 right now as they play in the bottom of the 6th inning. Leaside at bat there. The pair of runners on base as they play in the bottom of the 6th. And just across the way at Soulier Field, the Milton Red Sox and Sarnia Brigade remain tied 4-4, with the Brigade batting in the bottom of the 7th over there. They have a runner at first base and 1 out as they play in the bottom of the 7th. So we'll keep updates coming from those games as we get them throughout the evening. If you wish to follow one of those games, unfortunately, I do not have streams of those games, but all 3 games can be found on the Game Changer app, and you can use that to follow batter by batter throughout the evening as things are happening there. So we're just about set to get things going here in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Going out to 4th inning for the Windsor Stars. Number 10, Noah Moreno.
So we're back to the top of the order here for the Stars. 1, 2, 3 due up with right fielder Noah Renault to lead things off. Lefty Taylor Pappen still on the mound for Tecumseh as Renault takes that pitch down for ball 1. Left fielder Carter Ray due up second this inning with the catcher Mitch Hudvenger due up third. 1-0 pitch coming from Papin. Another slider that misses down. Catches Cunningham in the mask. So the count now, 2 balls and no strikes. The Stars looking to try and get something going here in the home half of the fourth. A ball in on the hands. That's going to get popped up down the first base line, but it will land foul as Cam Goddard gives it a look. Stars having some struggles so far tonight at the plate as they've only managed to get 2 runners on so far. Looking to see if they can turn that around here in the fourth inning. Count now 2-1 on Noah Renault. Another pitch that's going to be fouled out of play down the right field line. So the count now even at 2, or Eve should be even at 2-2. Sorry, just had to do a double take there. The scoreboard says 3-1. 2-2 pitch from Taylor Papin, fouled back towards the backstop. So count remains 2-2 here. Another pitch coming from Papin. Curveball hit on the ground towards shortstop. Backhand play there by Workington. Throws across the diamond. But Renault just able to beat that play at first base. Nice play there by Workington to get to that ball and just about had the speedy Renault. The Stars have their leadoff batter on here. So that's an infield single for Renault, and that's going to bring up the left fielder Carter Ray. He walked in his first plate appearance of the evening. First pitch from Taylor Papin. Good fastball swung on and missed for strike 1. And few messages popping up. We will get through some updates in between innings. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Papin. Hit on the ground towards second base. Caden Gomes over, flips to Workington, on to first. And for the third time this evening, the Tecumseh Thunder turn a 4-6-3 double play. And there are now 2 outs here for the Stars in the home half of the fourth as the catcher, Mitch Hudvegner, is going to make his way to the plate.
Batter number 25, Mitch Hudvegner.
First pitch from Papin. Fastball that misses up and out for ball 1. Time and time again, you see at this tournament, timely hitting and defense always plays a key part in who ends up winning this tournament. And so far, the Thunder playing pretty good defense here this evening. That pitch misses inside for ball 2. If you are looking for one of the other 3 games that are happening this evening, all 3 of those games can be found on the Game Changer app. That pitch popped up behind the plate. Eric Cunningham going to give it a look. He gets the call. Cunningham makes the catch. And Mitch Hudvegner is down for the 3rd out of the inning. So for the Stars in the bottom half of the 4th inning, no runs on 1 hit. There were no Tecumseh errors, and the Stars leave no one on base. We are through 4 innings of play here at Ronald Cullen Stadium in Windsor, Ontario. The score right now remains the Tecumseh Thunder 2, And the Windsor Stars, no score. We'll quickly run through some updates again for the games that are still going on or happening at other parks right now. We're into the top of the third inning at Lacasse Park. The Etobicoke Rangers continue to lead that game over the Kendall Eagles by a score of 6-0. Out at Woodsley Park, the Leaside Leafs have broken that game open as they lead the Newmarket Hawks currently right now by a score of 9-5. And in our other game that's happening just over at Soulier Field, getting some free baseball over there. They're into extra innings as the Sarnia Brigade and Milton Red Sox remain tied at 4 apiece. Milton batting in the top half of the 8th inning. They have two runners on with nobody out. So we'll continue to check into those games, but again, if you are looking for those games, no stream available, but you can follow them using the Game Changer app and keep track of those games as they're happening. We will also be updating scores on our CABC website. All the results from today's games are already posted there. So we're your one-stop shop for everything happening in LIMS related this weekend. First pitch to leadoff hitter Miles Miller misses outside for ball one, as does the next pitch. So count now 2-0 here on the center fielder Miller. Miles 1 for 2 this evening with a single. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Jack Zimmerman. Pitch misses down for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes the count. Zimmerman finds the zone with that one for strike 1. Three-one pitch from Zimmerman, hit on the ground towards second base. Lucas DeLuca up with the ball, on to first. And Miller is retired for the first out here in the top of the 5th inning.
The batter is number 19, Caden Gomes.
So 1 out, that's going to bring up the second baseman for Tecumseh, Caden Gomes. Gomes 0 for 1 tonight, a walk and popped out to first base. He takes a fastball from Zimmerman for strike 1. 0-1 pitch hit on a line over the head of a leaping Josh Anderson and into left field for a 1-out single. So Tecumseh with another base runner here in the top of the 5th.
The batter number 16, Dan Workington.
So 1 out, Caden Gomes, the runner on first base. Shortstop Dan Workington going to dig in. He is 1 for 2. He has a double this evening. Ball back into the backstop for strike number 1. So 0-1 the count here. Pitch from Zimmerman. Skips low and outside, but good block there from Hudvegner as he keeps that one in front, keeps Caden Gomes at first base. Count even now at 1-1. First baseman Cam Goddard waits on deck. We play here in the top of the 5th inning. 2-0 Tecumseh in this one. Good slider there from Zimmerman as Workington swings through that one for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Zim with a couple of shakes. He has the sign that he wants now. Here's the pitch. Fastball in on the hands. Rope down the left field line, but that one will peel just foul. So count still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Zimmerman. A slider that misses inside for a ball. Count now even at 2-2. Two pitch hit it well to left field. That's going to send the left fielder back. That's over his head into the fence. Caden Gomes going to get the wave. Throw into shortstop. Here's the throw to the plate by Anderson. Caden Gomes slides in safely. And that is another double for Dan Workington. Collects an RBI on this one, though, and the lead now increases to 3-0 for the Tecumseh Thunder.
The batter number 27, Cam Goddard.
So the runner on second base now with 1 out. Here's the first baseman, Cam Goddard. Takes a fastball in the outside corner for strike 1. Cam 0 for 2 tonight, a pair of groundouts. Zimmerman with a couple of looks back to second base. He's going to step off now to force Workington back to the bag. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That changeup misses down for a ball. Count now even, 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch. Another pitch that misses down for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch from Zimmerman. Fastball missing outside for ball 3. 3-1 the count here as Goddard works himself into a hitter's count. Dan Workington, the runner on second. Here's the pitch. That pitch misses down. So Goddard going to make his way to first. We now have runners on first and second with 1 out.
The batter number 13, Ross Parker.
So Ross Barker going to make his way to the plate, but not before we have a trip to the mound here by the Windsor coaching staff. And have a brief chat here with starter Jack Zimmerman. We do have some action down in the Stars bullpen right now. I believe that is number 23, Noah Richardson, that's down there throwing in the pen. So meeting over here, we're back to action. First pitch to Ross Barker. Fastball hit towards center field. Jacob Persa makes his way over. He makes the catch. Good, strong throw into the shortstop, Anderson. That will hold the runners at first and second. So we now have 2 outs.
The batter number 10, Roberto Duncan.
That's going to bring up the Thunder third baseman, Roberto Duncan. So 2 outs here. Here's the first pitch to Duncan. It's a little slider that drops in there for strike 1. Lots of comments showing up on our stream. Thank you to everyone who's following along this evening. Day 1 action here from Windsor, Ontario. That ball hit on the ground towards shortstop. A bit of a tough hop there for Josh Anderson, but he's able to corral that one in. Flips to second base for the 3rd out of the inning. So for Tecumseh in the top half of the 5th inning, 1 run on 2 hits. There were no Windsor Stars errors. And Tecumseh leaves 2 runners on base. We're through 4.5 innings of play here at Ronald Cullen Stadium. The score, the Tecumseh Thunder 3 and the Windsor Stars 0. We'll go back, and we're getting lots of messages here. So we'll go back and have a peek at the games that are happening right now. Out at Lacasse Park, the score there remains 6-0 for the Etobicoke Rangers over the Kendall Eagles. And the game happening out at Woodsley Park. The Leaside Leafs have really opened it up now. They are playing in the top of the 7th inning with the Newmarket Hawks. The Leafs currently leading that game by a score of 13-5. And just across the way over at Soulier Field, the score there remains 4-4 between the Sarnia Brigade and the Milton Red Sox as the Brigade come to bat here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So they're 1 batter into the bottom of the 8th there. So again, we'll keep an eye on those games, let everyone know what's happening throughout the course of the evening.
Leading off the 5th inning for the Windsor Stars, number 14, Colin Robinson.
So we are into the bottom of the 4th inning here. Leading off the bottom of the 5th for the Stars will be the designated hitter, number 14, Colin Robinson. That pitch misses up and in from Taylor Pappen for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes to count here as the Windsor Stars look to try and claw their way back into this game. That pitch just misses from Pappen as well. So 3-0 the count here on Colin Robinson. Pretty good game so far from the left-hander as he's only allowed 1 hit through 4 innings, but walks Colin Robinson there on 4 pitches. And the Stars have their leadoff batter on here in the home half of the 5th.
The batter number 13, Alex Boucher. Pinch runner at first base for Colin Robinson, number 21, Jeremy Orton.
So that's going to be the end of the evening for Robinson as he makes his way off the field. The pinch runner is number 21, Jeremy Orton. That ball gets by the first baseman, Goddard. Orton going to make his way around second. He's going to make his way to third, throw across the diamond, but not in time as Orton makes his way to third on the throwing error to the pitcher, Pappen. So the throwing error to Pappen. Now puts a runner on third base with nobody out. Third baseman Alec Boucher at the plate. Here's the first pitch. That ball belted down the right field line, but it is going to sail foul. So no balls and 1 strike is the count. Here's the pitch from Pappen. Curveball hit towards left field. That is going to hang up. Good throw in from the outfield there as the catch was made by Noah Ruddle. Hits the cutoff man. And we have one out here in the home half of the fifth for the Stars.
Batter number 4, Josh Hudson.
So that ball not deep enough to get the runner in from third. So Orton remains there. That will bring up the Stars first baseman, number 4, Josh Hudbanger. 0 for 1 this evening with a strikeout. 1 of 3 on the evening so far for lefty Taylor Papin. Here's the first pitch. That fastball just going to miss the outside corner for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to count. That pitch going to miss outside as well for ball 2. That ball hit up the middle, but great play there by Dan Warkington as he's able to flag that one down. And Josh Hudwagner is down for the second out of the inning.
Josh Anderson.
So after a pretty promising start here now, the Stars have 2 outs, and that's going to bring up the shortstop, Josh Anderson, as he takes a fastball up for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to count. Here's the pitch from Papin. That fastball going to find the outside corner for strike 1. 1-1 the count. Curveball swung on and fouled off at the plate as Cunningham unable to hang on to that one. Regardless, the count now runs to 1 ball and 2 strikes as Papin looks to try and strand this runner at third for the Stars. Couple of shakes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Another curveball, but that one misses just up in the zone for ball number 2. Good eye there by Anderson. Close pitch, but certainly did miss up. Papin with a deep breath. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That fastball just misses the outside corner as well. A couple of tight pitches there, but I think both were called correctly. Full count now with 2 outs. Runner at third base for the Stars. Here's the pitch from Papin. That fastball going to miss up. So Anderson going to make his way to first. Stars have runners at the corners now. And that's going to bring up the Stars second baseman, number 19, Lucas DeLuca. Not before we have a quick trip to the mound here by the Tecumseh coaching staff. So we'll take a brief pause. Stars with runners at the corners here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Score remains 3-0 Tecumseh. We'll be right back just after a short break. All right, so the trip to the mound is done here. Lucas DeLuca steps in here for his second at bat. 0 for 0 with a walk in his first at bat as that pitch misses down for ball 1.
Number 19, Lucas DeLuca.
So 1-0 the count. Jeremy Orton, the pinch runner at third, as that pitch misses up for ball 2. Orton in to pinch run for Colin Robinson, who led off this inning with a walk. Josh Anderson, the runner at first, who was also walked. Here's the 2-0 pitch. DeLuca takes that one on the inside corner for a called strike 1. Few people firing messages through. We will have a peek at some updates here after this half inning of play. 2-1 pitch coming from Papin. Curveball off the glove of Cunningham. Here comes the throw to the plate. Orton able to get in under the tag. And that is the Stars' first run of the evening now as they cut into the Tecumseh lead. And it is now 3-1 Thunder. So with that pitch missing outside, I believe the count now is 3-1. Stars still have a runner in scoring position here at second base. That pitch misses inside, so DeLuca going to draw the walk. So some control issues here in the fifth inning have put Papin in a little bit of a struggle here. It's already given up one run. The Stars have runners on first and second base. Center fielder Jacob Persa going to make his way to the plate. 0 for 1 this evening with a ground out to shortstop. Here's the first pitch from Papin. That pitch misses just down for ball 1. So 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch from Papin. That one misses outside for ball 2. Looks like there might be a little bit of stirring going on here in the Thunder bullpen. Try and figure out who that is for you here in a few minutes as that slider finds the zone for strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike the count. That ball fouled off at the plate. So count now even, 2-2. Count now full at the plate, 3-2 on Jacob Persa. 2 outs, so both runners are going to be on the move here on the pitch. As Taylor Papin continues to navigate a little bit of a jam here. Here's the full count pitch. Runners take off. That ball hit off the hands just over the head of the second baseman, down into right center field. One runner going to come in. The other runner gets the stop sign at third. So the Stars still have runners on the corners here with 2 outs. So we're back to the top of the order here for right fielder Noah Renault. 1 for 2 this evening, singled in his last at bat. Persa with the lead from first. Pitch to Renault, just misses down and away for ball 1. That pitch misses as well. So ball 2. 2-0 the count now. Runners on the corners here. 2-0. 2-0 pitch coming to Renault. That one misses down for ball 3. Count now 3-0. That pitch going to find the outside corner for strike number 1 as the sun begins to set here in Windsor after a beautiful day of weather here for day one of the tournament. 3-1 pitch incoming. That ball hit hard, but it is fouled just over the Tecumseh dugout on the right side of the field. Count full again here, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Apologies there, a little bit of a slip of the phone. That ball hit hard on the ground at third base, inside the line, so that is a fair ball. Lucas DeLuca going to come across the plate. Renault going to stop at first. And the runners remain on the corners here. This game is now tied 3-3. RBI single there from Noah Renault.
Number 16, Carter Ray.
So we're going to get a second trip to the mound here. It looks like we are going to get a pitching change for the Stars. So we'll take this opportunity to do some updating quickly. And we will take a break here. Again, apologies about my phone, the little slip there. But nice round of applause there for Taylor Pappen as he exits the game.
Final score from the Cedar Diamond, Sarnia 5, Milton 4. And from Whitley, Leaside 13, Newmarket 6.
So you just heard a couple of the announcements there over the intercom here from Cullen Stadium, but just in case you didn't hear them, the only game that they did not update out at Lacasse Park right now, the Kendall Eagles have cut into the lead of the Etobicoke Rangers. That game now 6-2 for the Rangers. The other 2 games, both final scores now, as the Leaside Leafs run their record now to 2-0 on the day. They defeated the defending champion Newmarket Hawks by a score of 13-6. And the other game over at Soulier Field is a final score there as the Sarnia Brigade win that game over the Milton Red Sox by a score of 5-4 in extra innings. So we're going to take a quick break here as the new pitcher warms up for the Tecumseh Thunder. We'll be right back just after a short break.
And 16, Carter Ray.
So pitching change complete here as Cameron Beal going to enter the game for the Tecumseh Thunder. He'll take over on the mound for Taylor Pappen. Runners on the corners here for the Stars with 2 outs. They've already pushed across 3 runs this inning to tie this game 3-3. That pitch misses outside for ball 1 to Stars left fielder Carter Ray. Carter 0 for 1 tonight with a walk and ground out the shortstop. That pitch misses way outside as well for ball number 2. Good play there by Cunningham to get a glove on that one. So 2 balls and no strikes to count. Here's the pitch from Beal. That one misses up for ball 3. So 3-1 now the count, or sorry, 3-0 the count. Here's the pitch. That one catches the inside corner for strike one. And we see our numbers climbing a little bit. So if you're joining us on the stream, thank you so much for joining in. If folks are looking for the stream, remember we have now switched to YouTube instead of streaming on Facebook. 3-1 pitch. That's going to get away from Cunningham. He's unable to get a throw to the plate. The Stars have come all the way back now as they lead this game 4-3 now. So that pitch was ball 4 to Carter Ray.
25, Mitch Hudbagner.
We have runners on first and second now with 2 outs. Catcher Mitch Hudbagner going to make his way to the plate. First pitch from Cam Beal. Fastball in the outside corner, called strike one. Another good fastball there from Beal as Hudbagner swings through that one for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes to count here as Beal looks to try and stop the bleeding here this inning for the Thunder. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses up and away for ball 1. That pitch going to get fouled out of play down the left field line.
Are you doing
Another pitch fouled out and away, out of play by Hudbagner, so he's able to keep himself alive here at 2-2. So again, if you missed earlier, 2 games are now a final score. The Sarnia Brigade defeat the Hilton Red Sox 5-4 in 8 innings. That slider just misses the outside corner from Beal. Count now 3 balls and 2 strikes. So both runners going to be on the move here on the pitch. The other game that is a final score out from Woodsley Park, the defending champion Newmarket Hawks pick up their first loss of the weekend as they drop a game 13-6 to the Leaside Leafs. Pitch on the way, runners on the move. That one fouled back to the backstop. So the only other game in action besides this one right now was out at Lacasse Park. Our last check-in there was the Etobicoke Rangers leading that game by a score of 6-2, so we'll have another peek in there after this half inning. Full count offering from Beal, runners on the move. That ball hit on the ground towards shortstop, going to get into left field for a single. Noah Renault coming to the plate. Throw going to come into the cutoff man. Now they have the runner hung up, and that ball's going to get away from the first baseman. They tried to throw behind him. Throw across the diamond to third base. Hudbagner slides in safely.
Batter number 21, Jeremy Orton.
So a whole mess of things going on there on the play, but end result is 2 more runners come across the plate for the Stars. They now lead this game 6-3. Orton squares the bunt. That ball is going to roll foul, though, just outside of the bag at third. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So this is the first at-bat of the evening for Orton as he came in to pinch run earlier in this inning for Colin Robinson. 1 strike to count. That pitch misses inside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch. Get on the ground, back up the middle. That's going to get into center field. That is an RBI single for Jeremy Orton. And the Stars continue their parade here in the bottom of the 5th inning as they now lead this game by a score of 7-3.
Batter number 13, Alec Boucher.
So third baseman Alec Boucher going to step in. He takes a fastball in the outside corner for strike 1. A little bit of a mess here this inning for the Thunder, but still got a couple of innings left to play here. So right now the job for Cameron Beals to try and get this inning over with and get his team back on the sticks as Orton looks to try and steal. Second base got halfway and stopped. He's able to get back into first in time. That pitch misses for a ball, so the count now even at 1-1. 7-3 Stars here as we play in the bottom of the 5th inning. All 7 runs coming this inning for the Stars. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That ball hit high to right field. I think it was off the end of the bat. Unable to make the catch is Caden Gomes. It looked like that one jammed up the hitter Boucher a little bit.
Batter number 4, Josh Hudbeck.
So runners at the corners here, 2 outs as the inning continues here for the Stars. First baseman Josh Hudwagner, the batter. First pitch, fastball in on the hands, hit towards left field. Left fielder Noah Ruddle settles under that one. And that is all for the Stars here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. So big 5th inning there for the Stars as they put up 7 runs on 3 hits. There were 2 Tecumseh errors, and the Stars leave a pair of runners on base. The score after 5 complete innings of play from Ronald Cullen Stadium, it is the Windsor Stars 7 and the Tecumseh Thunder 3. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back for the top of the 6th inning as we continue day 1 action of the 2025 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifying Tournament, with action brought to you by the CABC Baseball. We'll be right back.
Leading off the sixth inning for Tecumseh. Number 3, Eric Cunningham.
So we're back for action here in the top half of the 6th inning as Eric Cunningham going to take that one on the elbow. He'll make his way to first.
The batter number 32, Noah Ruto.
So just like that, with one pitch, the Thunder have a runner on first with nobody out here in the top of the 6th. That pitch misses down and away from Windsor starter Jack Zimmerman into his 6th inning of work. He's allowed 3 runs on 6 hits so far. Left fielder Noah Ruddle at the dish as that one misses inside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to count. In case you missed our update earlier, again, 2 games in the books here in this 7 o'clock time slot. The Sarnia Brigade defeat the Milton Red Sox 5-4 in extra innings over at Soulier Field as that ball is popped up over by the Tecumseh dugout, but it is going to fall out of play. The other game that's in the books out at Woodsley Park, it was the Leaside Leafs defeating the Newmarket Hawks by a score of 13-6. So both those games now complete. The only other game on the docket right now is out at Lacasse Park as the Etobicoke Rangers play the Kendall Eagles. They are now in the bottom of the 5th inning there. The Kendall Eagles continuing to chip away at that Etobicoke lead as the score there now is 6-3 for the Rangers. A ball hit off the end of the bat. That is going to get through, though, and into left field. Into right field. So the Thunder now have runners on first and second base. So a hit by pitch and a single now have the Thunder knocking on the door here again with runners at first and second. Nobody out. The first pitch to Owen Finley misses outside for ball 1. And if you're joining us on our live feed, welcome and thank you for joining into today's action. That pitch misses outside as well for ball 2. Quick recap to this point. The Thunder held a 3-0 lead into the top of the 5th. Bottom half, though, a little bit of a different story as the Stars put up 7 runs. They currently lead this game now by a score of 7-3 as we play here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So if you're joining in, thank you for joining us on day 1 of the tournament. So that fastball finds the outside corner for strike 1. Finley looking to try and turn the lineup over here for the Stars as leadoff man Miles Miller waits on deck. That ball fouled back to the backstop, though, for strike 2. Count even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. We'll change up. That's going to get chopped down the first baseline, but foul. So we'll reset and do it again. Following this game, we will make sure that our scores get updated on the CABC website We'll also have all the matchups there for the first part of the day tomorrow for the 10 o'clock and 1 o'clock games. That ball chopped on the ground towards shortstop. Josh Anderson waits back for the big hop, throws to second, able to get the lead runner, but that is all. So we now have runners on the corners with one out.
Batter number 1.
So Coach Ron Smith's going to make the walk out to the mound. Looks like we do have a pitching change coming here now, so that looks like it will be the end of the evening for starting pitcher Jack Zimmerman. And Jack walks off the mound to a nice round of applause here from the crowd. So we'll take a little bit of a break here as the new Windsor pitcher starts to warm up. We'll get you a name and everything when we come back. Runners on the corners right now for the Thunder with one out. So we'll take a brief pause here as left-hander Noah Richardson comes into the game for the Stars. He'll take his warm-up pitches. So 7-3 Stars. We'll take a brief pause and come right back for the completion of the top of the 6th inning. So warm-up pitches are complete here now, and we're all set to go. Left-hander Noah Richardson takes over from Jack Zimmerman. So we have runners on the corners with one out. Leadoff man Miles Miller steps in. First pitch from Richardson. Good hack there from Miller as he comes up empty on a Richardson fastball for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That slider misses down and away for ball one. 7-3 Stars as we play here in the top of the 6th inning. Fastball misses outside for ball two. Two and one the count here on the center fielder Miller. Fastball misses upstairs for ball three. 3-1 the count here, so Miller's got himself into a hitter's count. Eric Cunningham, the runner on third base for the Thunder. Owen Finley, the runner on first. 3-1 pitch. That one misses outside. So Miller's going to make his way to first. So the base is loaded here for the Thunder. Second baseman Caden Gomes going to dig in. Gomes 1 for 2 this evening with a single and a run scored. First pitch from Noah Richardson. Fastball that misses up and in for ball one. Richardson just into the game here for the Stars, taking over from starting pitcher Jack Zimmerman, who went 5 1/3. He's responsible for 2 of the 3 runners on base as that one misses down for ball 2. 2-0 the count here now on Gomes. No place to put him here. Bases full of Tecumseh Thunder. That pitch misses down as well for ball 3. So exactly what the Thunder needed here as they try and chip away at this Stars lead. 3-0 pitch coming. A fastball going to split the plate for strike 1. Still a hitter's count here for Gomes, though. Count now 3-1. That pitch misses outside, so the walk is going to bring in a run for the Thunder. Cuts the Stars lead down to 7-4. So the first pitch to Dan Workington, missing up and in for ball 1. Mitch Hudwagner going to make a quick trip to the mound, have a chat with Richardson. A little bit of action still down here in the Stars pen as they do have another pitcher up and going here. 1-0 pitch from Noah Richardson in on the hands of Workington. That ball is going to get down in front of the left fielder. The throw to the plate, not in time. As Owen Finley comes across the plate. Another run for the Thunder here as they now cut the lead to 7-5.
Batter number 27, Cam Goddard.
RBI single there for Workington as he picks up his second RBI of the evening. That ball hit up the middle by Cam Goddard. That's going to get down in center field. 1 run in. Second runner getting the wave. And that is a 2-run single for Cam Goddard. So we have runners on the corners now with 1 out.
The batter is number 15, Ross Parker.
So the big day for Cam Goddard continues as he had 4 RBIs in his first game. Picks up a pair here, running his total to 6 on the day. We have a new ball game here, 7-7 now here in the top of the 6th inning. As head coach Ron Smith's going to make a trip out to the mound. That looks like it's going to be all for Noah Richardson as we're going to have another trip to the bullpen here for the Stars. So we'll get a new name for you here as we take a break. Big inning here for the Thunder, though. They put up 4 so far. They have runners on the corners with 1 out. And this game is now tied 7-7. So we'll take a quick pause. We'll be right back just after a short break. So new pitcher here for the Windsor Stars is number 3, Jackson Moon. We do indeed have a game right now, Scratch. Back and forth game here between two big Can-Am rivals. So Moon all done with his warm-up pitches. We're set to go. Right fielder Ross Barker going to make his way up to the plate. Barker 0 for 3 this game, a pair of groundouts, and flew out to center field in his last at bat. Again, after this half inning, we'll grab an update from Lacasse Park, see what's going on over there between Etobicoke and Kendall, as that first pitch is in the dirt, but blocked up there by catcher Mitch Hudwagner. So runners stay put at the corners. So 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch from Moon. Fastball that misses up for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to count here on Ross Barker. Here's the pitch. Fastball in the outside corner called strike 1. Two teams that have seen quite a bit of each other this year, so you had to expect that Tecumseh definitely wasn't going to go away in this game. That pitch finds the outside corner for a called strike 2. Two balls and 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch from Moon. Slider. So we thought the umpire called strike 3 there, but he was checking with the base umpire. Base umpire said no swing. So the count now full 3-2. A little bit of confusion there, but back to play here now. Count full 3-2. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch from Moon. That ball in on the hands, popped out towards center field. A tough play there for Josh Anderson as that ball is going to get down. No catch. Dan Workington going to come across the plate, and the Stars have relinquished the lead here now as Tecumseh back ahead 8-7 in this one.
Batter number 10, Roberto Duncan.
So that's going to bring up the third baseman, Roberto Duncan. Roberto 1 for 3 today with a single and a run scored. First pitch from Jackson Moon finds the outside corner for strike number 1. Runners at first and second here for the Thunder. Pitch, slider up and in for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike to count. 8-7 Thunder here as we play in the top of the 6th. Time called at the plate. Heads up. So the count remains 1-1 here as Duncan going to dig back in. That fastball misses outside off the glove of Hudwagner, so both runners going to advance 90 feet. So runners now at second and third with 1 out. Count 2-1 on the batter, Duncan. In a game that was pretty quiet for the first 5 innings, all of a sudden both teams woke up here pretty fast as we've had 12 runs in the last inning and a half. Swing and a miss there by Roberto Duncan as count now even at 2-2. Here's the pitch from Moon. That one misses down. That's going to get away from Hudvanger as well. Cam Goddard going to make his way in. So that extends the Tecumseh lead now to 9-7. Runner remains on third here. Count now full to Roberto Duncan. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Moon. Fastball rope to left field. That one is back and deep. And that ball is out of here. 2-run home run for Roberto Duncan to left field.
Batter number 3.
That ball hit off the hands. So Cunningham grounds out to first base for the second out of the inning.
Batter now is number 32, Noah Russell.
So 2 outs here. That's going to bring up the left fielder, Noah Ruddle. Ruddle 1 for 3 today. Reached on an error and had a single. First pitch, fastball in the outside corner, called strike 1. Quite a turn of events here in the last inning and a half. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Jackson Moon. In on the hands, ground ball to third base. Play made there by Alec Boucher. Throw across the diamond. Josh Hudvanger able to squeeze that one, though. And Ruddle is down for the third out of the inning. So quite a turn of events there as the Stars put up 7 in the bottom half of the 5th inning. The Thunder answer right back as they put up 8 runs in the top of the 6th inning on 5 hits. There were no Windsor Stars errors and no runners left on base. So the score after 5.5 innings of play, it is the Tecumseh Thunder 11 and the Windsor Stars 7. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back here after a minute. So we have a pitching change here for the Tecumseh Thunder. Is number 30, Matt Glassman, going to take over here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. The only game left rolling so far this evening over at Lacasse Park, the Etobicoke Rangers continue to lead the Kendall Eagles by a score of 6-3 in that game. They're currently playing in the top of the 7th inning with Etobicoke batting. Shortstop Josh Anderson going to lead things off here for the Stars in the bottom of the 6th, to be followed by second baseman Lucas DeLuca. And batting third will be the center fielder Jacob Persa, as that fastball finds the inside corner for strike one. 2 balls and 1 strike now, the count. Here's the pitch from Glassman. Good fastball, tipped into the glove of Eric Cunningham for strike 2. Count now even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That pitch misses down and in for ball 3. To quote the movie Moneyball, if you're just joining us, you've missed a lot. Tecumseh had an early lead in this game, 3-0. Stars roar back with 7 in the home half of the 5th inning to take a 7-3 lead. Not to be outdone, though. Tecumseh bounces right back in the top of the 6th with 8 of their own. Currently lead this game 11-7 right now in the bottom of the 6th inning. Let's flip our scoreboard over. So Josh Anderson down on strikes for the first out here in the inning. Second baseman Lucas DeLuca now going to step in. That pitch misses outside as well for ball 2. And new pitcher here for Tecumseh is the left-hander, number 30, Matt Glassman. Third pitcher of the game for the Thunder. That pitch misses up and in. It catches the shoulder of Lucas DeLuca. So he's going to make his way down to first. So runner on first here with
number 7,
1 out.
Jacob Persa.
So the batter now is the center fielder, Jacob Persa. Luca with the lead. Here's the first pitch from Glassman. Misses up and away for ball 1. Persa 1 for 2 today with a single, with an RBI and a run as well. That fastball in there for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. DeLuca with the lead off first again. That pitch going to find the inside corner that time for strike 2. Count now even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Glassman has the sign he wants, comes set at the belt. Here's the pitch. Slider that's going to miss the outside corner for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground towards second base. Gomes going to wait back for the big hop. The runner is out at second as that play was on the transfer. So 2 outs now for the Stars here in the home half of the 6th as Persa and DeLuca trade spots at first.
The batter number 10, Noah Renault.
So Persa going to reach on the fielder's choice. And we're back to the top of the order now with right fielder Noah Renault. Renault 2 for 3 with a pair of singles. An RBI and a run scores. That pitch misses for ball 1. Persa with a running lead there at first as that pitch misses inside for ball 2. Two-0 pitch. That pitch misses inside for ball 3. So count now 3-0 on the right fielder Renault. That pitch going to miss inside as well. So Renault makes his way to first. So the Stars with a little bit of life here as they now have a pair of runners on base with 2 outs. We are going to have a pinch hitter here as Steven Adam going to take some swings here for Carter Ray. First pitch from Glassman in there for strike 1. So 0-1 here to the veteran Adam. That pitch misses down and away for ball 1. The fastball there from Glassman swung on and missed by Steven for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now. Pair of runners on base here for the Stars. Glassman looks to work out of this jam. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Slider swung on and missed. And that is all for the Stars here in the home half of the 6th inning.
We're going to Stars in their 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors.
So for the Stars in the home half of the 6th inning, no runs, no hits. There were no Tecumseh errors, and Windsor leaves a pair of runners on base. We go to the top of the 7th inning here at Ronald Cullen Stadium. The score right now, the Tecumseh Thunder 11 and the Windsor Stars 7. We'll take a short break here on day 1 action of the Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifying Tournament. Action brought to you by the CABC. We'll be right back here in a few seconds. So just about ready to go here in the top of the 7th inning. Brief update from our other game that's still going on over at Lacasse Park. The Etobicoke Rangers have added a couple of insurance runs here as they still bat in the top of the 7th inning. They lead this game now by a score of 8-3 over the Kendall Eagles.
Number 2, Owen Finley.
So Owen Finley leading things off here in the top of the 7th inning for the Thunder against right-hander Jackson Moon. That pitch misses inside for ball 1. One pitch from Moon. Hit on the ground to second base. DeLuca up with it on to first. And Finley is down for the first out here in the top of the 7th inning.
The batter's number 1, Miles Miller.
So back to the top of the order here for the Thunder with center fielder Miles Miller digging in. One for three with a single and a run. That pitch misses inside for ball one. And following this one, we'll make sure we get our website updated before we head out of the park. We'll get all the matchups lined up for the next couple of time slots tomorrow morning, as well as the games that are happening at 1 p.m. Later tonight, we will post our schedule that we're going to be covering tomorrow as well, so that fans know. 1-1 the count here on Miller. Fastball misses upstairs for a ball. And we'll have a full day of games tomorrow, with games happening at 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and in the evening as well. I believe the last time slot is either 7 or 8 o'clock. So 3-1 the count. Here's the pitch to Miller. That one misses outside. Miller going to draw the walk as he makes his way to first base with one out. The second walk of the evening. So second baseman Caden Gomes going to make his way to the plate. So game times tomorrow are confirmed. There'll be 4 games at 10, 4 games at 1. There'll be 2 games at 4 o'clock, and then 4 games that evening at 8 p.m. So we will have one of those games from each time slot that we will be bringing you. Lots of action here tomorrow. That slider misses outside for a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count here on the second baseman Gomes. Miller takes his lead from first. That fastball finds the zone for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. And if you're joining in on the live stream, that pitch misses inside. Thank you very much for everyone that's followed along with us today. We appreciate your support of the site and the live stream. We hope to see you all back tomorrow. That slider going to miss outside for a ball. Count now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the full count offering. Miles takes off for second. That ball going to miss inside, though. So Miller slides in safely, but regardless of the fact, it is ball 4 to Gomes.
Batter number 16, Dan Workington.
So a pair of walks here have a runner in scoring position for the Thunder again. Shortstop Dan Workington going to make his way to the plate. So quick visit to the mound there by catcher Mitch Hudvagner. Here's the first pitch to Workington. The slider that finds the outside corner for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Moon. Another slider. I'm going to miss the outside corner, though, for ball 1. Ball in on the hands is fouled back and out of play. Runs the count now to 1 ball and 2 strikes. From the game over at Lacasse, the Rangers add one more in the top of the the top of the seventh. They now lead that game 9-3 as they head to the bottom of the seventh inning, and the last kicks here for the Kendall Eagles. Etobicoke looking to run their record to 2-0 on the day. A little inside move there by Moon, but nothing happening. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Slider hit well to left field. Left fielder making their way back at the track, at the wall, jumps. That ball not able to be caught as it does stay in the park. Miles Miller going to make his way across with the 12th run of the evening for the Thunder. And that is an RBI double for Dan Workington.
The batter number 27, Cam Goddard.
So for Workington, it is his third RBI of the game. As the Thunder now lead this game by a score of 12-7. That pitch misses down and into Goddard for ball 2. 12-7 Thunder here as we play in the top of the seventh inning as that fastball finds the outside corner for strike 1. Stars with their infield pinched in here to try and cut down the run at the plate if they can. Here's the pitch from Moon. Fastball misses up and away for a ball. That one misses up and away as well, and Goddard going to draw the walk, so he'll make his way to first. Loads the bases now.
Batter number 13, Ross Barker.
So right fielder Ross Barker going to step in now. First pitch from Moon. Fastball that is tipped into the glove of the catcher, so that is called strike 1. Oh, 0-1 the count here on Barker. Here's the pitch from Moon. Slider that is ruled down for a ball. Count now even, 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Fastball that runs up and in for ball 2. Moon with the sign he wants. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Fastball that misses up in the zone for ball 3. 3-1 now the count. Three-one pitch. Fastball that runs up and in. Barker going to draw the walk. And the walk will push another run in, and the Thunder increase their lead now to 13-7. 13-7. My apologies.
Batter number 10, Roberto Duncan.
So third baseman Roberto Duncan going to step in now. (13-7) Tecumseh here in the top of the seventh inning over the Windsor Stars. First pitch to Roberto Duncan. Swung on and tipped into the glove of catcher Mitch Hudwagner for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to count. That ball popped up. Going to stay in play. Catch made by Hudwagner. And that is out number 2 in the top of the 7th.
Batter number 3, Eric Cunningham.
So 2 outs now. That's going to bring up the catcher, Eric Cunningham. Bases remain loaded here for the Thunder. First pitch to Cunningham. Fastball that misses away for ball 1. One 0 pitch. That one runs inside for ball 2. Two 0 pitch. That one finds the zone for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now. The count on the catcher, Cunningham. Cunningham been hit by a pitch 3 times tonight as he pops that one up towards short right center field. That ball goes off the glove of Noah Renault. 2 runs are going to come across on the error. And it leaves the Thunder with runners on the corners and 2 more runs in as they now lead this game 15-7.
Batter number 32, Noah Renault.
So we talked about this a little bit earlier that, the beauty of this tournament is you get 2 chances here. So as rough as it's going right now, try and find the positives out of it that you can carry into tomorrow and hopefully find a way to come back and win baseball games. Still got some time left in this one, though, as we do have the bottom of the 7th left to play, but quite a mountain here for the Stars now as they trail in this one 15-7. So quick meeting at the mound there, but coach is going to make his way back to the bench. The left fielder, Noah Ruddle, going to step in now. A little bit of a crowd's kind of filtered into the stadium here now as the other game over at Soulier finished a little while ago. That one called a check swing, so that is a strike. No balls and 1 strike to count. That ball going to get fouled way back and out of play to the right side, so Jackson Moonway up here. 0-2. As the signing comes set, runner takes off to second. That ball hit on the ground towards shortstop. Good play there by Josh Anderson. Across the diamond. First baseman's able to get back down on the bag in time, though, after the high throw. And that is all for the Tecumseh Thunder here.
For Tecumseh, in their 7th inning, they scored 4 runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 2 men left on base.
So in the top half of the 7th inning for the Thunder, they score 4 runs on 1 hit. There was 1 Windsor error, and there were 2 runners left on base. Scores we head to the bottom of the 7th inning here at Ronald Cullen Stadium is the Tecumseh Thunder 15 and the Windsor Stars 7. We'll take a short break here. and come right back with the bottom half of the seventh in a few seconds.
From Windsor Stars, number 25, Mitch Hudbaggy.
So we're off to the bottom of the seventh inning here at Cullen Stadium. 3-4-5 due up here for the Windsor Stars, who have a bit of a mountain to climb here as they currently trail 15-7 in this one. That ball hit on the ground to third base. A little bit of a bobble there by Roberto Duncan. Throw across the diamond. Cam Goddard unable to come up with that one, so Hudvanger going to reach on the error. So E5 on that play has the Stars leadoff runner on base. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, Jeremy Orton. That fastball in the inside corner for strike one. Another good fastball there from Glassman. Finds the inside corner for strike two. Orton's third at bat in this one as he came in the fifth inning for the starting DH, Colin Robinson, as that one fouled off at the plate to stay alive. The game out at Lacasse Park is now a final score. The Etobicoke Rangers move to 2-0 on the day as they defeat the Kendall Eagles by a score of 9-3. That slider misses outside for ball one. So this is the only game left on the docket today. So again, after this game, we will very quickly update the CABC website before we take off. Set up all your matchups for tomorrow. As that ball popped up on the infield, a mile high. Shortstop Dan Workington makes his way in. He'll make the catch. And there's one out.
Number 13, Alex Boucher.
So Alec Boucher going to step in now with one out. Runner on first. First pitch from Glassman. Fastball is going to find the outside corner for strike one. A 1 pitch to Boucher. Slider in the dirt. Good block there by Cunningham. Runs the count even now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That slider up and in for ball two. First time seeing Glassman throw. He has pretty good velocity on his pitches. That one misses inside for ball three. Again, we talked about it last inning, a bit of a hole here for the Stars, but like we said, tomorrow's a new day. This one not over yet. You certainly want to try and build some positive momentum here. That pitch called a strike on the outside corner. Definitely want to try and build some positive momentum for tomorrow's games. After a game like tonight. Full count pitch from Glassman. That one misses down. Boucher going to make his way to first. So runners now are at first and second base.
The batter number 4, Josh Hudagner.
First baseman Josh Hudagner going to make his way to the plate. First pitch from Glassman. Little cutter that misses up and away for ball 1. One 0 pitch misses down and in for ball 2. Glassman, a few control issues here right now, but trying to work through it. 2-0 pitch. That ball laced to left field. That's going to hang up, though. Good catch there by Ruddle. Throw into second base. They throw across the diamond to first. And the runner able to get back in time.
Batter number 17, Josh Anderson.
So Stars down to their last out of the game here. Shortstop Josh Anderson. Good swing. No balls and 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch. That one misses down and in, but I think it caught Anderson in the foot. Yes, it did. So he's going to make his way to first base.
Batter number 19.
From Glassman. That fastball going to split the plate for strike 1. Two 2-1 pitch. That one misses down and away for ball 3. Three 1 pitch from Glassman. Another fastball that finds the zone for strike 2. So the Stars down to their final strike here. Bases loaded with 2 outs in the 7th. So the runner's going to be on the move on this pitch. DeLuca looking to extend this game. Here's the full count offering. Popped up towards left field. Going to be a tough play. That ball is going to land foul just out of the reach of 3 Tecumseh players. So everyone going to make their way back to their positions here. Runners make their way back to their bases. We'll set up and do this all over again. So still a full count here. Here comes the pitch from Glassman. Runners take off. That ball belted to right field. Right fielder making their way over. Barker with the catch. And that is the ball game. So for the Windsor Stars in the home half of the 7th inning, they scored no runs on no hits. There was one Tecumseh error, and the Stars leave 3 runners on base. The final score here from Ronald Cullen Stadium. It is the Tecumseh Thunder moving to 2-0 at this year's tournament as they defeat the Windsor Stars by a score of 15-7. So again, everything else on the day done. Our other 3 games that happened at 7 o'clock. We had the Sarnia Brigade defeat the Milton Red Sox 5-4 in extra innings just across the way at Soulier Park. Out at Woodsley Park, it was the Leaside Leafs moving to 2-0 as they defeated the defending elimination champions, the Newmarket Hawks, by a score of 13-6. And then our final game was the Etobicoke Rangers as they were victorious, moving to 2-0 as they defeated the Kendall Eagles by a score of 9-3. So day 1 is in the books here from the Windsor and surrounding area. We want to thank everyone for joining into our live stream today. Again, we're going to update the website here in a few minutes. We'll get all the scores up from the 7 o'clock time slot. And then following that, we'll get our matchups up for the 10 o'clock and 1 o'clock games. And then we'll set up where we're going to be tomorrow as well. So thank you again for joining in today. We really appreciate the support. Have a great evening, and we'll hopefully see everyone back tomorrow morning. Thank you so much, and have a great evening.